Did the Cuban Missile Crisis almost cause nuclear war? Imagine a world on the edge of disaster, where just one wrong move could ignite a nuclear conflict that would change everything. That was the reality during the Cold War, especially in October 1962. The Cuban Missile Crisis was a 13-day standoff between the United States and the Soviet Union that nearly turned into a nuclear war. It all started when American spy planes spotted Soviet nuclear missiles being installed in Cuba, just 90 miles from the U.S. coast. These missiles could hit major American cities with little warning, making the threat very real. The Soviets put these missiles in Cuba to protect their ally after the failed Bay of Pigs invasion and to deter U.S. invasion plans. The United States saw this as a direct threat to its security and its influence in the Western Hemisphere, which was guided by the Monroe Doctrine. President John F. Kennedy and his advisors faced a tough choice. Some military leaders wanted to attack Cuba immediately with airstrikes or even invade. But Kennedy chose a different path. He ordered a naval quarantine around Cuba to stop more missiles from arriving and demanded the Soviets remove the ones already there. Behind the scenes, secret talks between Kennedy and Soviet leader Nikita Khrushchev helped avoid disaster. At one point, a Soviet submarine captain nearly launched a nuclear torpedo because he thought war was imminent. The U.S. military was on high alert, ready to respond with nuclear weapons if needed. Luckily, both sides understood the terrible consequences of nuclear war and agreed to de-escalate. The Soviets withdrew their missiles from Cuba, and the United States secretly promised to remove its missiles from Turkey. This crisis showed how close the world came to nuclear catastrophe and how important diplomacy and calm leadership are during tense moments. It also led to new rules for controlling nuclear arms, making the world a little safer. So yes, the Cuban Missile Crisis almost caused a nuclear war, but through careful negotiations and a lot of nerves, disaster was avoided.